What is up, ladies and gentlemen of the online jam league? JamiroFan 2000 here with yet another episode of JamiroFan Talks About. For the initiated of the series of nearly 9 years here on the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel, this has been my periodic discussion series looking at the past, present, and future of Jamiroquai and their now over 32 years of musical and influential making. This episode is going to be looking at something pretty substantial that happened recently with one band member of Jamiroquai. Of course, I'm talking about JK. Well, for anybody who needs some context on what I'm referring to, JK was a special guest of Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa, one of the most well-known female songstresses in modern pop music, who happened to have sampled Jamiroquai in the past on her past album, Future Nostalgia, basically sampling the classic Jamiroquai single from 1996 of Cosmic Girl in one of her songs. Well, she recently had, at her first ever Wembley Stadium gig, had JK of Jamiroquai come out and perform with her, and both of them looked amazing wearing all white, but performed Virtual Sanity there in an awesome duet. Now, there was a direct, amazing result of this unexpected appearance by JK in one of probably his first live performance of the calendar year of 2025, having been busy for the last nearly 3 to 4 years working in the studio on Jamiroquai Album 9, which has been presently, surprisingly well covered by yours truly, and of course, well updated by many members, band members of Jamiroquai via their Instagrams, and of course the Jamiroquai HQ official Instagram and social media. But there was a awesome reaction by a lot of her music fans who pretty much don't know about Jamiroquai, given the generational gap. But there was an amazing direct result of this amazing appearance by JK, not to mention making major social media waves across the UK and the world on social media. A lot of mainstream outlets covering this major unexpected appearance by JK of Jamiroquai at that Dua Lipa show at Wembley. But the Jamiroquai uptick happened mostly in album sales. The recent reissue of Jamiroquai's 20th anniversary for their album from 2005, Dynamite, actually re-entered the album sales chart for the week of June 19th through the 25th, back up at number 5. And also another major recharting of Jamiroquai saw their past compilation of their greatest hits called High Times, the singles 1992 through 2005, actually re-enter the main album charts of the week of June 19th through the 25th at number 40. So massive congratulations to Jamiroquai, seeing their albums kind of dormant but making it back with awesome sales, at least on the charts edge for the band Jamiroquai. And this gets me to the question and the meeting for this episode of JamiroFan Talks About. Would you, and here's the post question, would you like to see Jamiroquai or JK, most notably, make some more high-profile appearances in other, let's just say, pop music adjacent artists' live gigs and the reasoning would be mostly just to reach out to the younger generation. So some potential artists in the pop mainstream that JK could easily go and make appearances in, but probably would end up having to be at the invitation of said artists. Some of the artists that popped to mind are Bruno Mars, Pharrell, most notably Tyler, the Creator. Can you imagine JK coming out during one of the amazingly highly energetic performances from his Chromacopia tour? JK, maybe a potential UK tour date, but of course Chromacopia is kind of past that point. But, just in a bit of a hypothetical, would you like to see JK come out for Tyler, the Creator to perform live? But it was very awesome to see JK kind of meeting up with other artists and unexpectedly upon their invitation. Two recent, or should I say during the Automaton era, JK did appear with other band members in two select other art. Well, in the case of Coachella from 2018, JK did invite Snoop Dogg up on stage during their weekend one co-headlining gig at Coachella Festival over there in Indio, California, during the Jamiroquai live performance of the song Dr. Buzz. But unfortunately, many people eagle-eyed members of the Jamly who did watch that performance on the live stream that was accessible through the Coachella official YouTube channel of streaming at the time, did know that the sound was a little bit off and we couldn't hear Snoop Dogg during his rap bar during that performance of Dr. Buzz at Coachella, and the other select appearance by JK in this case was actually unexpected. Actually, three band members of Jamiroquai actually showed up at the North Coast Music Festival, where Jamiroquai was scheduled to play a gig. Well, during the Fearless Flyers performance there at the North Coast Music Festival, which was formed by Corey Wong with the Wolfpack connection. Well, band members Matt Johnson and Derek Mahanzi would actually go up on stage with the Fearless Flyers and perform a song, and then unexpectedly later on in the gig, JK of Jamiroquai would go up on stage and perform with the Fearless Flyers at that performance at 2018 at the North Coast Music Festival. But like I said, I offer the question to the online Jamily to potentially answer in their own time in the YouTube comments of this episode of JamiroFan Talks About. I pose you the following question. At least leading up to the Heels of Steel Tour 2025 in November and December of 2025, which is already booked, 15 tour date tour, which is going to be hopefully the opening salvo of their, fingers crossed, ninth album era starting sometime in the winter and fall of 2025. Would you like to see JK of Jamiroquai make some more appearances, either at the invitation of or unexpectedly at other pop music adjacent artists' concert, most notably probably around the encore section of their live performance? I am most interested in hearing your opinions on this offered question about JK potentially meeting up with other adjacent pop artists in their concerts to raise more awareness about Jamiroquai and some of the more younger demographics of live music fans. I am most interested in hearing your opinions to this question, so please feel free to leave your comments on this post question down in the YouTube comments section down below, or on the posting of this video eventually over on my Instagram, instagram.com/@JamiroFan2000. I'm most interested in hearing all of your opinions, and as for my opinion, it's all about scheduling. It's all about logistics. If JK feels comfortable enough to go to some other artists that happen to be in the UK area to make some appearances and perform, maybe during the encore of any other said artists that are very pop music adjacent to them, I say go right for it, JK. The more exposure, the more put yourself out there and performing, the more potential new, younger generations of music fans who are not very cognizant of Jamiroquai's music over the last 32 years, more of the potential of them helping their Jamiroquai album sales, getting back into the charts after being in such a dormant status, or more of a chance of them becoming regular listeners to Jamiroquai's music, and hopefully joining the online Jamily in their social media endeavors if it happens to go that direction. Like I said, I hope everybody in the Jamily take the time to answer this question in the YouTube comments, and as always, this is JamiroFan2000. Thank you again for watching this episode of JamiroFan Talks About. If you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe and ding the bell on your YouTube to stay up to date on all the latest new content coming from the JamiroFan2000 YouTube channel. I will fully endeavor, like always, to bring you all the latest news about the band members and the band Jamiroquai as we go forward into the summer of 2025. But as always, this is JamiroFan2000, and I'll see you again soon with more Jamiroquai related content here on the JamiroFan2000 YouTube channel. Bye bye everybody, take care, and I'll see you around.